Day. Thank you so much for joining me here live, and thank you also for watching the recording. This is Eddie San, the optimistic marketer, bringing you marketing techniques for the always changing digital world. And today is a very special video teaching and training because of the question of the doubt of you want to get online. You want your business to be on social media. You're scrolling through and you see just about every business out there is doing it. And so you're thinking, how do I get started? And I am going to show you how to do that today. We're going to cover a lot today in a very short amount of time. So stick with me because right now we're going to say hello to Instagram. Hey, Instagram, this is Eddie San, the optimistic marketer, and today I'm going to show you how to promote what you sell using social media marketing strategies, and that's coming up next. All right, awesome. Okay, now, if you're here live or if you're going to show up live and you've got questions, you are welcome to do those questions. I may miss it. I'm not sure the delay behind the questions, but I've got my comments open. For those of you who are joining me on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to go through the process on how to get you started using social media marketing. Many of you have seen it, right? Many of you are scrolling through your phone, and as a business owner, you're seeing all these businesses going online, going on social media, and you see the ads, and you're thinking to yourself, how do I do that? And today I'm going to show you how to get started, how to jump right into it, a very simple 3-step way that I have for you. And we're going to go through a lot, so stick with me and let's go ahead and get started right now. Before I do, let me drink some of mm, my special water. Oh, you thought it was coffee. It's too late, man. It's already 12 o'clock. I already had multiple cups of coffee. Not just kidding. I only have one. By the way, if this is your first time watching this video, if this is your first time being here live with me, welcome. My ultimate outcome here is to give you the marketing techniques for the always changing digital world. And right now we are going through a process of being pushed into the virtual world. More than likely, you either are going to expand your business online. You probably have been thinking about that, or you being forced now to expand your business online because you're not getting that traffic, that foot traffic that you were last year. So again, there is strategies to get you on the social media marketing platform, and there's ways to do it. So what I'm going to show you today is the very easy and simple way to get started on that. Now, let's go over one of my main things to always show you. So if you've seen me for a while, you know for the past 3 months, going on forward now, the past 3 months I've been going live, showing you those marketing techniques, everything that I can to get you excited, not only about the opportunity that we have today as business owners, but to get you moving forward, to get you pushing ahead so that you, after all this that we're going through, you will end up becoming the go-to person, the go-to business in your industry. And one of the ways to do that is what I call the path, the social media marketing path, the digital marketing path, which is you need to understand that people need to know you. They need to know who you are. If you're a business person and you've got a business, you've got staff, there's something about your business that you're passionate about, that people love it, that people are working with you and for you. So you need to show this out there to the world. And we're going to talk about that in a moment, how to do that. Then after that, the next step is that people need to like you, right? It's not going to be any difference if you start selling and promoting what you're selling without being you, without bringing that personal touch, right? So when they know you and they like you, Now the next process is they're going to start gaining trust. Hello, Bridget. They're going to start gaining trust because they like you, right? Isn't that the whole building relationship process goes, right? When I met my wife, she needed to see me first, right? So I made myself known in a crowd of people, and then all of a sudden she started liking me. I started liking her, and before you know it, we gained the trust enough to engage and be married now for we're going now 14 years. So again, it's it's the same process out there, so you can do it here online using social media marketing. And then obviously, when they gain trust, the main objective of that will be that now you can offer something. Now you can sell what you're promoting. All right. So if you get this step, then what I'm going to show you today is number one, I'm going to show you how to actually find your audience. There's a way to do it. And right now, right at this moment, the way to do it is live video, and I'll show you why in a moment. But basically, it's working faster than usual, just because of what we're going through, this unprecedented times that we're going through. Number two is get attention. So there's a way to get attention from the audience that is going to start engaging with you. And then, of course, number three is you're going to learn how to gain trust so that you can make the offer, right? So you've got to gain that trust before you make that offer. And that's what we're going to go through today. Now, let's get started with the audience part. Okay, this is actually something very simple to do, but I know that it can be overwhelming, because the fact is that as a business owner, you are always going to be doing market research. When I first started, when I heard market research every time, it was like, oh, it almost took me back to school and testing and doing this hard written test and work and numbers. And so I didn't like market research. But you know what? That's exactly what you need to learn to do. And nowadays, with social media and online information, is just available for you with forums, groups, and all this stuff. It's available at your fingertips. You just need to literally pick up the phone and start finding your audience. Okay, so let's go and do that. Number one, the one place that I will recommend. This is if you have no idea who your audience is. This is if you have this amazing idea or this amazing product or this amazing service, but no one knows about it, and you're not sure where are they, like where is this people that you know they're going to want what you have. All right, this is for you. So you go first, I would say go and check out Google Trends. Okay, you can search this online, right? Just type in Google Trends and you're gonna find the link that will take you to what people are actually searching, keyword specific searches based on your industry, based on what you have to offer. All right, so that's one good place to start. The other place, this is my favorite. All right, the other place is Facebook ad search. Okay, again, go and type this in on Google right now. Go Google it. Usually the first link, the first page, the first link on the page is this right here, the Facebook ad search. What this does, it's amazing. And by the way, it's a free tool. What it does is it's going to give you access to your competitors in your industry and find out what ads they are promoting. Those that were promoting or those that are actively promoting, it'll show you those ads. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to study and see if there are active ads, where they're leading them to, and you're going to learn that there's a need for what you have. There are actually people clicking through ads that your competitors are paying advertisement for. That right there is a huge help. Yes, awesome. I know it's amazing, right? Again, though, you need to do the work. See, this is the work, okay? This is going to be and you're not going to ever stop. I mean, eventually you may have a team, a staff member or a team or a department, you're right, your marketing department that will do this for you, but for right now, you're going to have to go and do this often because you always want to laser target your market, right? Your niche. Okay, so that's another way. Here's another one. This is another of my favorite. Again, it's free, y'all. Come on. Seriously. I mean, you can pay. Not actually, you cannot pay for all this, but this one right here that I'm gonna give you, you can pay, but you don't need to. I'll tell you why and how to do that. Answer thepublic.com. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Answerthepublic.com. All right. That it's an amazing, it's almost like a keyword tool, but for questions. Okay. If you ever heard of SEO, right? Search engine optimization. Okay. What happens is that in search engine optimization or SEO, we were taught to look for keywords specific through Google Ads that people were searching most often and add those to our webpage. More importantly, our blogs, right? The blogging phenomenon, which, by the way, it still works. But again, so that was it, right? The SEO for the blog. So then that people will find your blog post or your webpage on the first or second page of Google. Okay, now that takes a lot. If this is work times 10 to do SEO, keyword advertising, it takes time. Now, so answerthepublic.com comes in and they decide, hey, people are not just searching for one keyword or two keywords or the maximum. I remember I used to hear that you got to search for one keyword specific and that's going to help out, but you can do two or maximum three, right? If you have a three keyword, you may not get as much as laser target market, niche market as if you have two or one. Well, nowadays totally has changed because people are now searching, they're asking questions on Google, on YouTube, and even on Facebook and other social media platforms. They're asking questions. So what this company has done is they search for the questions based on your industry or based on what it is that you want to search. So an example, if you have a gym and you have a specific training, then you search for that training and then they will give you access to all the questions behind that training that you have. So guess what you're going to find there? What your audience is asking. So you see that? What your audience is asking. Here, you're going to find where your audience is. And let me tell you, I always go with Facebook. As of right now, and for years actually, I've learned that Facebook is really the place to go, even if you think your market is in another platform. Facebook is still good to go because you're going to get a lot of demographics and psychographics of your market, which will only elevate your efforts into getting much more clear about your market. So Facebook is the place to be. So Facebook ad search, that's going to give you an understanding of where your market is, like where are they actually hanging out, because these ads are coming from somewhere and they're being placed somewhere through Facebook. And then of course Google Trends. Google Trends will give you access to the general market, right? Is there a need for what you have? Is there people looking for what you have? All right. So those are your three. Make sure you take notes because I have to erase now. Okay. All right. So the next thing is this. So how do you now get these people? How do you get their attention? Right? Well, here we go. This is get attention. And the way that I recommend right now, the easiest way to just jump into this opportunity in this marketing shift that we're going through is go live. Yes, I know. I know. Listen, I just had a lot of conversations actually this week, and it was a reminder. I asked the question. I basically said, "Hey, what was it that held you back before we connected? Before I had a conversation with you? What held you back?" And the general answer that I got was that they knew what to do. They knew social media was there. They've seen it done, doing it from other people, their competitors and stuff. They knew that. They just didn't know how to start, or they were shy, like a little shy, like they were not sure about what to talk about if we went live. Let me tell you, going live is going to give you a huge advantage to your competitors, because as I am finding out that I recommend going live, and all of a sudden I don't see that happening, and the excuse is basically I don't know what to talk about, or I'm shy. I understand. Listen, public speaking is actually, I think, is either number one or number two on the list of things that people are scared of the most. And so, like, public speaking is way up there, to the fear of dying. Like, it's way up there. I think it's either one or the first one or something. Is really up to the top. I get it. So, but think about it this way. I'm talking to you live right here. So I have no idea how many of you are watching this video. Any mistakes that I make right now, oh well, I could go and redo this video and then make it and post it, but you know what? That's extra work. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you know that we are usually pretty darn busy through the day, through the week. And for us, especially when we're starting out with social media marketing, for us to take extra hours or extra time to edit, come on. That's not, unless you're going to hire somebody, that's not going to happen. So guess what? You better know your craft. You better be passionate about what you know. You better pick what you know, and you better have a heart to help, which is something else that I want to show you. So you want to go live, and you want to do it often, and you want to have a heart of giving. Now, this contradicts sales, doesn't it? This contradicts anything that you see or hear out there. What do you hear? You just need to buy ads and hope that someone clicks so that they can buy what you have. Yeah, you have to do the work. At least you have to do market research, right? You got to do that work first so you know where to put it. But most people won't because of time. Listen, we got this opportunity right now. So what do? Not only do you better know your craft, but you better be passionate about giving as well. So you see, you come in having two choices. Okay, I'm going to write them right here. You either choose to take people on a journey, all right, or you show them your expertise. Okay? You choose one or the other, A or B. Journey means that you're going to take someone behind the scenes of your business, behind the scenes of your services, behind the scenes of your products, behind the scenes of what you know. You can take people through that. An example I have is Martis or Marta. The she is so fun. It's just by the way, happy birthday, Martha! If you're watching me, yay! So here's what happens. Daring Beauty, that's why I know her from, or asked Daring Beauty. She goes and she decided to take people on a journey. And when I first talked with her, what I said was, hey, you have a cat. Let's use your cat and let's take your audience on a journey of you and your cat. So her cat is Mojito, and we decided that Tea Time with Mojito was the best approach for her live videos. So if you know anything about Martha, definitely is, she doesn't do well presenting herself on video, especially in front of people. I mean, if she has to do it, she does it. But it is not something that, oh, let me go do it. Like me. Like, oh, please let me be on TV or let me be on the stage. That's me. She's not, right? But she will do it. So she got it done. Well, what happened was that when I say take people on a journey, I meant with Mojito. So what people started seeing was, where's the cat? They're starting asking, where's the cat today? Where's the cat? So there's that journey, right? Taking them through the journey and showing, as she's taking them through the journey of her tease with the cat, she is presenting and showing people about the how to stay beautiful, right? The face, the hair, the massages, the everything that she offers and she does as a specialist, she is showing people through that. And through that conversation for the past couple of months, not only does she get now people asking questions, can you talk about this or can you talk about that? But now she's got people asking if they can pay her so that they can promote their business in her show. Come on. I mean, that was like, what? In 2 months? So, anyway, so that's a journey, right? Well, what about expertise? Take me, for example. What I've been doing for the past 3 months is exactly this. I've come and share with you everything that I've learned out in the field. When I was out in the field doing the advertising and the marketing for the small business owners, I come here in all my years of experience with sales, service like client service, and marketing, especially internet marketing. All this information is coming here. So I'm giving you and sharing with you what you can do to help you out. So, make sense? All right. So you need to pick one of those and you just go and have a heart to give. Because remember, well, I don't have it here anymore, but remember that path that I had at the beginning? It says people know you, like you, and trust you. Well, they're going to start liking you, hopefully, because you're giving them something already. See, giving. You're giving something already. There are people that have been watching me, like Bridget, I think you're still here, and Steve, and many others. They've been watching me taking action on some of the things that I've done, the techniques that I've talked about, and they've gotten results. You see what I'm saying? So have a heart to give, and that's how you enter this world. All right, so that's how you get the attention. Now, after the attention, of course, comes you're going to now focus on gaining trust, right? The trust. All right, so that the trust to make the offer. Okay, that is where you want to head to. Okay, so how do you do this? Simple. You're going to be actively listening to your audience. An example right now, I have Bridget here and she's engaging with me, right? Let me see, what else did you say, Bridget? What would you suggest for time to do go live? Did you find a better engagement at a certain time? Ooh, good question. I'm going to write here time and I'm going to answer that in a moment, Bridget. Good question. So, for example, you're going to be actively listening what your audience is asking. Remember, I showed you the first one. The first one was finding your audience. You're going to go and keep researching, keep doing that market research and find out what are people asking? What do they need help with? You'll basically give them that solution, right? So how do you gain trust? You're going to not only give the information they need, but you're going to help them by answering their questions, giving them what they want, not what they need. Be very careful about that, okay? I learned that in Sales 101. You don't want to sell something that you know they need. It's like I would sit across from someone at the gyms and I can see they need to lose weight. I can see they need to reduce their cholesterol. I can see they need to get more energy. I can see they need to eat better. But that's not what they wanted. They just wanted to get into a routine to exercise. That's it. They just wanted to feel better. They wanted to eat more healthy. They just started to I just want to look good. Okay, but can you need all this stuff, but no. So you want to look good? No problem. Let's go over here. What do you like? What would you want? What do you want me to help you with? What they want is what works. All right, so remember that. So when you're listening to people, you're watching the your audience comment, views, maybe they're watching certain videos, pay attention to those. If they're watching certain videos about a topic, that's probably because they want to know more about that stuff. So all that information, actively listening will help you to start gaining trust because you're going to give it to them. Give it. Have a heart to give. When you give, you will receive. I mean, that's the isn't that the golden rule or something like that? No, that's not the golden rule. Anyway, there is a rule about you. When you pour out there, it'll come back to you tenfold. But you've got to do it with heart, right? Don't just do it because I'm telling you you're gonna make money. Or I'm not even telling you that, by the way. You shouldn't even have that attitude, okay? You shouldn't be thinking, ooh, I need to do A, B, and C, what Eddie says, and how do I start monetizing this? If you're thinking that way, by the way, you have failed. I'm just being real with you. You failed the test. You failed this process because it is going to take you a little bit of time. The problem is that we want it, right? We want it right now. But what happens is that when you go through the process that I showed you at the beginning, you're going to learn so much about your products, your services, yourself, and your audience that when it comes time, they're going to trust you so much that you're going to make the offer. And this is what you do. You can start by testing the learn more buttons on your post. You can start by taking people over to a live or not live to a webinar. All right, invite them to a webinar or a workshop, whatever you want to call it. All right, virtual workshops. They're now very famous, especially with Zoom. Hey, Joey, I see you here. Awesome. Or you can also start testing by asking for, well, I shouldn't say asking because right now things are changing, but you can start testing by seeing the type of engagement that you get on your page, all right, on your Facebook page, and getting like the likes, right, the love, the hearts. I cannot draw a heart. Yeah, I don't know how to draw a heart. The likes, the hearts, and the shares. So all this right here will help you to start testing your offer. And what are you going to offer? Well, they already told you everything. They trust you enough that all you got to say is, or all you got to do is give them more than what they expect. All right. So that means, I'll give you an example, a couple of examples here. Help more people get what they want, and you'll get. That's it, Joey. Thank you so much. Help more people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. That is, what is his name? Man, now I forgot what his name is. But anyway, it'll come to me. Zig Ziglar? No, the other guy. Anyway, or I think it was Zig Ziglar. Anyway, give them more what they like. They're not even expecting. Give them more than what they expect. And what you do is this. So I'll give you two examples. If you are a local business and you have a service or product, what you can do is if a product or service costs $100, then you can kind of give them the ability to get it for $10 or $20. But the way you do it is you invite them first to jump into your newsletter for the special offers that they can get. Just an example, right? I mean, if you want to go ahead and go straight for asking, because remember, you're in this stage already. All you got to do is ask, then go for it. Just create an ad, or not an ad, but a post, and say right there, hey, since you guys been watching me, since all this attention, I appreciate this. I want to give back by offering a $10 voucher for a $1,000 system. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can start doing that, but see, it takes the process that I just shown you, right? Don't jump to the offer first before even getting trust. Don't do that. That's gonna mess you things up, and actually, you know what? It's gonna hurt you because then people are gonna be like, oh, you see, They're selling something, she's selling something, he's selling something. So forget about it. It's just that's why he's doing this or she's doing that. All right. So you can do that. You can start testing all this. Now, what about the other one? I told you like vouchers, right? You can also do a free download. Right? If you have a service that can be digitized, you can take it, create it, and say, hey, download this. Absolutely no cost to you or free. See? Because you're then, what's going to happen is when you make those offers, this is what's going to happen. People are going to come in after that, after this, like this is the trust. So if you remember what I've drawn, this is the trust. They'll come in to your web page. I should make that bigger. That was pretty small. All right, so they come in to your page, right? And here's the button. They click, you say thank you, right? You appreciate. That's another page. And all of a sudden, now they are part of your list. All right, let's make it look like emails there. There you go. You see? And what is worth this to you is a lot. Just think about it. If you're not getting foot traffic to your physical business, you will get traffic digital on your digital business. And every email person, every name, every email, every engagement that you have with building a list of emails could definitely increase your income, your cash flow, anything, because now they've trusted you so much enough to give you their information that all you have to do is continue to help, continue to give, and then make an offer. Continue to help, continue to give, and then make an offer. And you want to do it one offer at a time. Don't be like offering 10 different services and pick the one you choose. No, you got to remember, listen, actively listening. That's how you do things, right? And that's how it works. So you see this? That was it. Now I'm going to answer the question about time. Good question, because a lot of time, that's a very common question I get. All right, Eddie, you want me to go live? That's good. But what's the best time to go live? Well, that's your market research. Okay, that's what it is. So I would say this: if you find yourself still not sure about what times to do, think about your market. And let's say if they are business owners, if you're targeting them, then think about when it is that they're going to have that time to watch your live videos or your recorded videos. But let's say you just don't have a clue. Start whenever you want, whenever you can. All right? Don't think about what's the best time yet. If you have no idea, just don't do that. Just go live. And that's when your testing comes in, right? How much engagement do you get after you go live? Even though you have no one present on your live feeds, maybe they come watch you later. So if you do a little boost on that video, find out when it is that they actually were watching this. What time zone, right? Because you'll get different cities and states. You'll get different states, so you can find out, okay, this is the time that they're getting. You'll get a lot of data from that. And that's when you start, you can move your time. I give you my example. I basically started, there's nothing magical about 10 o'clock in the morning when I first started my shows here, my episodes, especially the past 3 months. I just happened to done this before, and I chose 10 o'clock because I thought, you know what, just get it done first thing in the morning. And that's it. I mean, I just, out of the air, I just thought, oh, 10 o'clock. So there was nothing magical about that. I actually, because of all the research, market research, and all the mentors, like even Joy right here helping me out with the market, I kind of already knew what I was going to do. So I already had an idea. I was very, at least clear enough to get started with an episode like this to help the business community. But the time, I just chose 10. Now, by the way, now it's 12 o'clock. What was that all about? I just chose 12 o'clock. Actually, there is something that I'm doing at 1 o'clock. So I figured, you know what? I need to move the time closer to 1 o'clock. So that way I don't do live here and then do something else over here. I'll just get it all done within a 2 hour period. That's it. I just moved 12 o'clock. Okay. So yeah. So start testing. I mean, it's, and I'll leave you with this. This brings me to one other thing, by the way, about the time and about changing. So don't be in a hurry to change things when you first start. The mistake that I made before, and others are making, is that they feel like they get started with their live videos and all of a sudden they just want to start switching things out, and they go and switch everything, completely everything, the topic, the time, the settings, everything. Don't do that. All right. Personally, I would say do about 3 months worth of going live. If you're doing them every day, I think 3 months, you will have an idea on how you need to shift your message, your topic, what you're teaching, what you're showing, the journey that you're taking people in. You'll also find out what engagement you're getting, what time is best. You see, so you'll, within 3 months, if, listen to me very careful, if you're doing 3 times a week, by the way, 3 times a week, I'm sorry, every day of the week, 3 times a week, you want to go live, right? Or some sort of video out there. Like I've showed you this before, right? You can go to Creator Studio and post it there as a premiere, and it'll be like live. But 3 times a week minimum. This is minimum. You know what Steve did? I always pick Steve because he did it. He picked 6 days. He beat me 6 days a week. I'm doing 5 days a week. He picked 6 days a week, and within the first week, he got a bunch of projects. Now, as a matter of fact, just had a conversation yesterday with Steve. He's busy, and he wants to go back to the 6 because he felt like this is something that he wants to keep doing. But again, 6 times a week, 3 minimum, 5 days a week, anything between 3 and 6, I think is fair game that you can start. And by the way, your videos, this is something that I just thought of right now because this was another question I had yesterday. Make them about 15 minutes or between 15 and 20 minutes. Okay? Those are a good amount of times for your videos. I have gone more than 30 minutes because today is special. This is a special time that I wanted to make sure I answer as precise or as specific as possible to get you guys started. All right, because I was getting a lot of these questions and I'm like, I need to do this video now. So there, I just showed you everything. Cool? All right, and that's it. So basically, right now, what you want to do is go take action. Whether you are in this process right here, if you are in the knowing process, so of course you got to go live often. Whether you are in the like process, what type of topic you're talking about. Are people liking it, enjoying it, asking questions? And then, of course, once the questions comes in, you provide more service, right? You give, you answer, you help, and then the trust. So wherever you are on this stage right here, you need to make sure you keep going and always remember to have a heart to give because you will receive. All right, it's really simple. And that's opportunities are gonna open. I mean, I got so many stories. I wish I can stay here longer, but that's it. I think I've done enough today. So if you have any questions, you know how to contact me. Again, I appreciate everyone who was here live and who's actually watching this. And let me know how it's helping you. So till tomorrow, have a great day. Stay cool, stay calm, and keep a sound mind. Peace.